What up, everybody? This is Josiah from We Talk Maple, and the slogan of today's video is "We Talk Maple, banging like a biscuit." That slogan is courtesy of Jan X Kylie. If you want your slogan to be in the next video, leave it in the comment section, Twitter, Facebook, anything. I don't even know. Just leave it somewhere, and I'll find it. Leave it on your desktop, and I'll find it. No, I won't find it. Don't do that. But yeah. Anyways, look, I made a DualBlader level 55. That's pretty cool, right? DualBladers are a lot more fun than I remember them to be, and I'm having a little blasty blast with it. But anyways, that's not what the video is about. That's not what the video is about. DualBladers, this video is actually about my grade 1 bully. That's right, grade 1. I already had a bully. What a little messed up freaking start. But yeah, grade 1 was weird because, or it is weird because it's not like, I don't even know if I remember it too much, but it's not like grade 6 or grade 9 or your first year at university, where you're coming, like, everyone's kind of new and they don't really know each other because you guys are all coming from different schools and whatnot. Grade 1, you basically are all coming from the same school, unless you moved or, I don't know, for some reason you went to kindergarten somewhere else. But usually you come from kindergarten and you just go to grade 1 at the same school. And that was the case for me, but it wasn't the case for this other kid. And I don't know if he felt like he had to prove something or whatever because he was like a new kid, but he was just like, everyone knew him as the badass. Like, you don't mess with this kid because he was known for punching people, and no one wanted to be punched by him because he was badass, right? And he could do this nasty thing where he take his, like, he was double jointed, and he would take his pinky and he would flex it, or not flex it, pull it all the way back to the back of his hand, and that was the nastiest thing I've ever seen. And I was just like, oh my god, don't touch me. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna make you mad. We're gonna be best of friends because I don't want to piss you off. And that's what happened. Me and him basically became good friends. Me, him, and a bunch of other people. We kind of like became a clique, and we were just all cool. You know, like, we were just all cool with each other and whatnot. And I remember asking him because he was like, not only was he a badass, but he was like a nerd too. He was at like a grade 4 reading level in grade 1, and I remember going like, yo, Muhammad, is reading fun? And he's just like, yeah, man, reading's fun. But he said it in kind of like a way where he was like kind of ashamed of it. He was like, yeah, reading's fun. And I remember going like, you lying mother, liar, liar, you have a television, you know reading isn't fun. And I just remember thinking that, and yeah, like, that's kind of like how close we were. We could like if someone else were to say that like is reading fun, he would have been like, yo, you making fun of me for reading? And he would have like kicked his ass. But I guess we were at some level in that clique where we were buddies. And I don't know, one day I said something to piss him off. I don't know what I said, but I said something, and he got mad at me. And then he's just like, yo, Josiah, lunchtime or recess or something, he's just like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Well, he didn't say kick your ass because we didn't swear back then. We were good kids. He's just like, I'm gonna beat you up. And then I'm like, oh god, no. I remember being so scared and so terrified. And I remember when I saw him, like, I made sure I went out last. Like, I went to the washroom during recess. I would like stick my head out, and then he was already outside, so I ran outside, and like I would see him, and then I would run to the other side of the schoolyard. And how our schoolyard was like set up, there was like a playground, and then there was like this kind of like risen up like platform of grass, and then there was a backfield, and it was all fenced in. And the backfield along the perimeter was this like kind of hill, and like it was used to run track. Like, people on the track and field team would just run around the field like that. And there was 2 baseball diamonds on the 2 corners at the back. So I saw him coming, and I'm like, oh crap. So I start running, and or maybe not running, I was maybe speed walking or trying, like, I was looking back and like speed walking away and making sure he wasn't following me. And I basically ended up at one of the baseball diamonds. And then I noticed him coming towards me during, like, on the hill. Like, I was still on the hill, like near the baseball diamond, and he was coming towards me one way. Then his friend was coming towards me the other way, and there was one guy coming like straight through the middle of the field, not running, but like they were all walking towards me. And I'm like, crap, this is the day I die. I was so scared. I legitimately thought I was going to perish that day. I thought I was going to die, and I was never going to see my mom and my dad. and my sister, and I was just gonna die, and that's it. And I'm like, no, I was like so close to tears, man. I was so scared. I'm never gonna forget how I felt that day. And they basically all come towards me, and they're like right in my face. And I like he's just like, okay, let's go. And he's like getting ready to fight. He's pulling his pinky finger back, and he's touching the back of his hand with it. I'm like, oh, good. And I remember just backing off a little bit. And again, I'm on the hill. So as I'm backing up, I kind of fall off the hill, and I realize I'm falling, obviously. So I try to like catch myself with my feet, and I'm doing this kind of like backwards walking as I'm falling down the hill, and that just made me go further and further back. And basically, I just end up hitting the back of my head on the fence, and I give myself basically a concussion, and I crack my skull open, and I had to go to the hospital. And what was funny about going to the hospital was that I didn't even care. I was just so happy. I'm just like, yeah, I got away from him. I didn't even care. I just cracked my skull open, and it was pretty funny. And what was the funniest part was that I got this kind of this really I felt like it was like someone's like old T-shirt or something. It was just they just basically wrapped it around my head like in a freaking cartoon, and I look retarded. I look like a mummy. And I remember playing MapleStory when not MapleStory. I think I was playing Gunbound back then. And I remember just playing that, and my neighbor walked in, and my neighbor was like my good friend. And he walked in, and he's just like, "You look retarded." I remember him saying that. I'm just like, I'm laughing and I'm playing. It was a good day. It was a good day. I didn't have to go to school for like 3 days, which was pretty cool. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that is the story of my grade 1 bully. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I have some other cool stories to tell. I'm gonna tell some of those later on, or in between some of these JMS videos, because I know not everyone likes the JMS videos, because they're not everyone's cup of tea. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, we talk maple, banging like a biscuit. Peace.